You can say Dankeschön.
Oh yes, most British people can say Dankeschön.
Die meisten Engländer können Dankeschön sagen. Hast du noch irgendeinen anderen deutschen Satz gelernt? Have you learned any other German sentence for your tour?
Oh yes, I learned to say, Sie sind sehr nett zu uns.
Ah, ja. Bitte. Ja.
I might say that my audiences have been very nett.
Ja, das Publikum war sehr nett.
Yes.
Wie viele Konzerte hast du schon in Deutschland jetzt gemacht? How many concerts have you made in Germany?
I've made 5 altogether. Oh no, 6 really, because the very first concert I gave was to people who sold records and who were in the record companies.
Ja. Also schon 6 Konzerte, but you do more in Germany. You will be here many days.
I'll be here until I think the 23rd of this month.
Yeah, and also Holland, Amsterdam.
2 concerts in Holland and 1 in Antwerp.
Yeah. So, Cliff Richard on the continent. Cliff Richard am Kontinent. Do you like to perform here?
Oh,
Bist
yeah.
du gerne auf dem Kontinent?
Well, usually, I think most performers enjoy performing where the public like their music. And I came here 2 years ago, and I had a really good feeling with the public, and I thought, well, it would be nice to go back.
Also, vor 2 Jahren waren die Leute so nett, da hat er gesagt, ich muss da wieder hin. I have a very personal question. Do you mind? What do you do to stay young and slim and sportive all the time? I mean, it is really disgusting. Other people get old and fat. And ich meine, ich frage ihn, was macht man, um so jung und schlank zu bleiben? Andere Leute werden alt und werden fett und alles. Und that's unbelievable.
I don't know why you say all this. I mean, you don't look a day over 70.
Er sagt, warum ich das sage, ich sehe nicht ein Jahr älter aus als 70. How nice of you. Oh, that's really flattering. Yes. Well, are you really doing something for it, or does it just come from nature?
Well, I think it's mostly nature. I sing for 2 hours on stage at night, and anybody that's seen my concert knows that I'm very agile on the stage. But, and I make sure I get plenty of vitamins. Mm-hmm. But I think the real answer is that my mother, who's older than me, my mother looks very young, and maybe
it's family.
Maybe it's family, yeah.
Also meint, es ist erstens die Konzerte, die natürlich viel Kraft fordern, weil rumspringt, wie man weiß, you are a rock and roll singer, so you have to move.
Oh yes.
Anyway. Und die Mutter sieht so jung aus. Es ist in der Familie. Well, when I was 14, they already asked me whether I would be 40. So this is exactly the opposite. It's family. Yeah. But I feel all right. Man kann sich auch gut fühlen, wenn man nicht so jung aussieht. Cliff, you... fühle mich sehr gut. Cliff, you are now again a very, very big star. I mean, you have always been a star from the point of being known. War immer bekannt, war immer ein Star, als ein bekannter Star, aber dazwischen, in between, you were not so big in concerts and records, and now you are back. Did you work for that, or did it happen? Were you just happy? Hat das sozusagen erarbeitet, dass wieder auf einmal ganz groß da ist, oder kam es so über Nacht? Overnight.
Well, I believe that anything that happens to you in this weird business is because you work at it. I think everything has to be worked at. But if I may just say this, that I think in the major part of Europe, for many years, I was kind of forgotten. But in Great Britain, which is my home, I have never stopped working. I make a tour every year. All my records are in the top 30. And so, so I understand that obviously in Germany, maybe I got forgotten for a little while, but about 3 years ago I started to make rock and roll music again, because that's how I began.
Yeah.
And I think it's because rock and roll will always be, I think, a young, energetic, successful music.
Hat einfach wieder angefangen, Rock and Roll zu machen, womit angefangen hatte, und in England war auch nicht so vergessen. Cliff, while you were here not so famous as a singer, everybody was talking about you as a Christian missionary.
Missionary?
Missionary, ein Missionar. Man hat in der Zeit, als Sänger nicht mehr so... Are you still a missionary? Bist du immer noch ein Missionar, obwohl man jetzt mehr über dich wieder als Sänger spricht?
Oh yes, you see, I think once you become a Christian, once you know that Jesus is alive and is part of your life, that can never really change. So from 14 years ago, my mission in life is to, whenever I can, speak of Jesus in real ways to anybody that will listen. I think the problem is, you know, Alfred, is that, for instance, the press do this a lot. They create something, then you become part of the furniture, and they stop speaking about you for a little while. They did it with my career, which you mentioned, and they did it with the Christianity. Because Jesus was a controversial thing in my life, they spoke about it for a while. Now it's normal, so they don't speak of it. But I still speak of it.
Yeah, so you are still very much involved.
Older and wiser.
Also er sagt, als es anfing mit seinem deinem bewussten Leben als Christ, dann hat man viel darüber geschrieben, aber inzwischen ist es Selbstverständlichkeit geworden. Aber er selbst ist immer noch ein überzeugter Christ und Missionar. But you don't try to be a missionary when you do your pop concerts. Nicht bei den Konzerten will er nicht missionieren.
No, but I like to make a statement. I mean, it's always good music. People sing about all sorts of philosophies, and my philosophy is not just a philosophy, it's a way of life. So that if I get a good song, a really good rock and roll gospel song, then I sing it. But I don't hope, of course, to convert.
To convince. Also er will nicht sozusagen überzeugen, beziehungsweise überzeugen schon, to convert. Er möchte nicht, dass sie konvertieren, nur weil er christliche Gospel-Songs singt. Ist ein bisschen schwierig mit Übersetzen. It's a little difficult. You say some fine things to translate. It's difficult. I think you sing another song. I don't have to translate that. Er singt, dann brauche ich nicht übersetzen. Okay. We have specially ordered such a beautiful, tasteless...
Tasteless? No, you mean...
No, I mean tasteful curtain, so please sing now here.
Okay.
If you move to the left, you have a little green farm.
Oh, I see.
Whatever you
It's
like.
very pretty. This is a Chinese folk song called Tuning.